Vegas.
Yo, what's up, Bob here. Welcome to Vinyl Finds on the Bob Bradley YouTube channel. This is number 74. That's right, folks. Number 74. Found some records this week, and we are going to get into those records right now. Jeffrey Lee Puckett had a private record sale, which he does from time to time, and I picked up some things from him, but also I received one record in the mail. This one. Bam! Neil Young's Homegrown. Look at the cover on this. The cover art on this is pretty spectacular looking. As you know, this was supposed to be a Record Store Day release, turned into an indie exclusive, and that particular pressing has a print inside that looks just like the cover. It is on Reprise. Has this little badge on it that states it's from the analog tapes. This thing sounds very analog. Beautiful sounding, high fidelity, highly detailed, smooth as silk, buttery, popcorn vibes going on. It's very, very nice. It's really, really good. It sounds incredible. Some notes on that. The bass sound is very... it's got that kind of boxy P-bass thing going on the whole time. Reminiscent of Cowgirls in the Sand at Live Aid. If you've ever heard that track, spectacular. That said, it kind of works on most of these tracks and kind of doesn't, but it sounds pretty good. Anyway, heavy on the bass. That said, all the instruments, the pianos, the guitars, the vocals, etc., all warm, beautiful, super clear, detailed. This is a great record. The material, I can't really compare it to Harvest or After the Gold Rush, or, you know, everybody knows This Is Nowhere. As of yet, I have to spin this several more times. It's strong. It's a good listen. Just because of the fidelity of the record, it's very pleasant to listen to. So, if you get a chance, it's not expensive. It's about $20. Pick it up. It's really good. It's really good. Found this one at the bookstore. Neil Young Hawks and Doves. It's got that one with the star on it. Got a little bit of American flag on the back, but it's got these star labels, and you know it's Reprise again. Now, side one of this is basically a typical Neil Young record. Side two's kind of got a bit of a country flair to it, lots of fiddles and things. Side one's really good. Side two is, you got to be in the mood for that. Overall, though, it's a cool record. You know, this is like a $5 record. If you see it, you should probably just get it. You know, just I hate to be a completist, but you know, I do love Neil Young, so pick that one up. Hawks and Doves. Here we go. Coming in hot. Bam! Norman Blake. That's right. If you ever wanted to know what a 1930s D18 or D28 sounds like, that's a Martin guitar. If you don't know, folks, pre-war is what they would call those. You should listen to this Norman Blake record right here. This is Whiskey Before Breakfast, classic bluegrass tune, a standard, if you will. Norman putting out the vibes so thick you can smell them, if you know what I mean. Fantastic record, beautiful picking on this. You know, great singing, great playing, spectacular band. It's on Rounder with that cool locomotive label. Love that. Got this from Puckett. Was really surprised he was letting it go, and I was really stoked on it. You know, anything that's bluegrass, I generally go and take it home. Here's a super clean classic record. Bam! Jefferson Airplane's Surrealistic Pillow. That's right. you know, everybody has this record, evidently, but me. I did not own it. I was waiting for a super clean copy to show up in my life, and this was it on RCA Victor. Fantastic. Super clean, near mint even. Jorma plays some most spectacular guitar on this. Grace Slick, you know, what a great singer. Cassidy on bass duties. Cantor, the whole group here is they're spectacular musicians, and it really comes across on this. We all know the tracks, White Rabbit. If you want to hear like a super beautiful track, Embryonic Journey is an amazing song to listen to. Somebody to Love is also on here, which we know as a classic radio song. Though I have to say, the radio plays songs from this era less and less all the time. So, you know, I thought it was important to get this record. It's fantastic, by the way. It's really, really good. It is a must-have, I would say. Speaking of must-haves that will rock your face right off your body. Bam, Aerosmith rocks. Also waiting for a nice pressing of this record. Now, when it comes to me and my personal Aerosmith opinions, it's probably, for me, Rocks or Toys would be toggling between my two favorite Aerosmith records, with possibly Get Your Wings or the first record in third place. So, Back in the Saddle, so heavy. Last Child, what? Are you serious? If you don't have Rocks, you probably should get it. It's maybe the only Aerosmith record you need. This is the band in a nutshell. I love this record. I like a lot of Aerosmith. My best friend growing up, Steve, what's going on? Aerosmith fanatic. And I remember seeing all these records on cassette, really, for the first time. And this was one of the ones that was just like, holy smokes, what is going on there? What a record. Steve Tyler, Joe Perry, Brad. Killing. Okay. Killing. Last but not least, let's wrap this up. This is maybe a little outside the rest of the records, okay? But I had to have it. Boom. Aphrodite's Child, 666. Vangelis brainchild, if you will. This is a prog rock record, prog rock band of sorts, but has shades of soundtracky sounding things, ambient, jazz, fusion. You know, you're going to get all kinds of instrumentation on this, from horns to synths to, you know, big reverbed out drum kits and guitars. Very psychedelic in a sense. All the tracks are kind of based off the Book of Revelation, so hence to this motif here on the front. This is on that Vertigo. Mine is the one with the spaceships. I do love those spaceships. You know, everybody wants the Vertigo swirl, but, you know, the spaceships are really cool. As you can see, mine has this records sticker on it, and they couldn't stop there. They also had to stamp it on the front. Jeez Louise. People are super annoying with that. You know, I'm sure that was done when, you know, long time ago. This Rivertown Trading Center has not existed in Louisville for many, many years. It was on Bardstown Road. That said, it says here on the front, The Apocalypse of John 13:18, composed by Vangelis, lyrics by Costas. So, there you go. Really cool. It's not a satanic record, guys. Just take a chill pill on that, okay? It's not. Vangelis. Aphrodite's Child, 666. I got that from Puckett. Yep. still been doing a lot of recording, working on vocals this week, turns out, getting those done. There's only 5 vocal tunes on the record and 5 instrumental songs. On the last record, we had not a lot of instrumental stuff, but some instrumental passages that a lot of people complained about. Like, they were, a lot of people were like, oh man, just get to the singing and all that. And so we basically doubled down this time and did 5 instrumental tunes on the record, so. Anyway, sitting here with Les Paul today. Yeah. Got some exciting stuff coming up. In particular, next week, don't miss it. It's going to be cool. Fingers crossed that it happens, if you know what I mean. Still dealing with the virus. It's making a comeback in some places, and that's what the news says, and that's all we can go by is what the news says. We can't, they could be right, they could be wrong, they could be manipulating, who knows? But we have no choice but to listen to them in the meantime, so we will. Mask on and all that, but that said, that is a hint to what next week will bring. I'm super excited about it. All right, anyway. Until we meet again. That's right, folks. Bob out.